Hey y'all, so we are in the parking lot of Ikea in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are going to rip out the dinette in our reflection, and we're going to go see if we can find a table that we can put in that space. So there's a lot to do and see in Ikea, and I'm hoping I can stay focused because I think there's a lot of other things we can get, but we're gonna have to take a trip back. So we're hoping to find a little dining table or benches or something for that area.
Just so you know, we didn't drive all the way to Atlanta from Gulf Shores just to go to Ikea. Because I don't believe we mentioned it. We were up in Raleigh. We had some things we had to do there, and now on our way back, we've decided to stop in Atlanta because it's about halfway to Gulf Shores. Mm-hmm. We stayed in a hotel last night, and now we're here to Ikea.
Yeah, we actually don't have our rig with us. It was just going to take too long to get up to Raleigh with the rig, so we just drove and left it in my dad's driveway. And we have to come back to Raleigh in about 3 weeks or so. So we may take another stop by Ikea, but we'll probably bring the rig then.
Okay, so Ikea was a bust.
It was a tad bit overwhelming there, especially with two little ones running around.
So all we know right now is that Jen hates this dinette. So we're going to get it out of here, but we don't know what we're going to put in place of it. So we figured we'd start with the blank canvas and then go from there.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. There's an electrical outlet, which will show you that my brother is here visiting. He's an electrician. We'll see what we're going to do with that. Who knows, but right now we're taking it out, and then we'll worry about the other two things we want to take out. We'll start with the dinette. All right, Steve, you ready to do this?
Yeah, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the cushions off and then show you what it looks like.
And if you hear things in the background, it's Haley playing with some dolls. Let me get around this other side of you. And then they can see how gross it is underneath as well. So this is what is underneath the cushions. And these cushions, after you sit for a little while, are pretty hard. And you'll see here. Steve, you want to pull up that plywood? Don't mind the mess. There's the plywood. I guess we can go ahead and take that off, huh?
Yep.
I didn't realize we still had mess in there. So this is what the inside looks like with our mess. It's actually great storage if you can open it from the top, but the way that they give you to access it is this little drawer, which fits nothing. So you'll see down here as Steve's doing that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show them the electrical box. You may be able to see it right there on the camera, but let me show you from a different vantage point. It is, again, don't mind the mess. It's pretty gross. There's the electrical box. I can't really get in and see it well. We're going to take that back of it off once Jeff's here, my brother, to take a look at it. So that's a little bit of a problem we need to figure out.
It's probably going to be the trickiest part of this whole thing.
Yeah. All right. So Steve, besides this disgusting mess, what's next? So we start just taking the mess out. We'll spare them that.
Take the mess out, and then we'll unscrew the screws.
All right. We'll take this mess out, and then we'll get back to you on the screws. All right, Steve, what exactly are you doing? Let me get closer.
Taking the top of the table off.
All right.
But this one is. So that is the only one I got.
All right, so that's what it looks like without the table. All right. Ta-da!
Here we go.
I always thought it would actually look worse than that. All right, so some minor holes. Nothing major, really. So there's the place where the table was. Now, next step, we're gonna start taking these screws out. All right, Steve, so you took about like 6 screws out of that piece?
Yep.
Now it's pretty far into, we're getting a crowbar. It's pretty stuck to the walls. You want to get it along the sides too?
Hmm?
Do you want to get it along the sides? There.
Oh, there's staples in there.
Right there. So, kind of too close up. Stapled. There you go. Now you can see staple holes. Having a hard time. So I guess there's no going back, huh? We're committed. The wall looks good though. I thought it would be more mucked up. I feel like we're doing like something so naughty. Like we shouldn't be doing this. Hey Steve, I changed my mind.
Well, if we're trying to preserve it, we have to do it a little differently.
Yeah, no one wants this. Nice. All right, so we're opening the black electrical box to see how it's structured. Ah. Interesting. So there it is through a hole in the floor. So we obviously want to keep the outlet or do something with it. I don't know. All right, Steve, tour our new space.
Blank canvas right here.
Woo!
Just gonna clean up the mess and figure out what to do with this outlet.
Yeah, that's kind of our outstanding priority. This outlet hanging out of the ground. So yeah, this is our space. I'm so excited. Look how spacious it looks. And now we have to figure out, Steve, what are we going to put in here?
Oh, I don't know. Not that far ahead.
How did it feel? Like, how was overall the demo?
It's fine. Once I started just realizing that I could just get the screws out of the wall and out of the floor, and then we could just pull the whole thing up, that made more sense than trying to break it down side by side.
All right, and the tools you needed were right here, right? Crowbar, screwdriver.
I don't know if I would have needed the crowbar if I just took all the screws out of the wall and the floor first. Crowbar was just to break apart some of the structure itself where it was stapled.
All right, so what are the tools that people need if they're going to demo it?
Phillips screwdriver.
Phillips head screwdriver.
Either a powered one or a handheld one, or both. I'd use both because of the angles.
Okay, and maybe or maybe not a crowbar. That's it.
That's it.
All right, are we ready to do these awesome valances now?
Let's do it.
All right, so these valances obviously came with the rig, and they are just adding to the layer of brown. There's nothing wrong with them. They're fine. But I think it would open up the space a lot if we just took these valances off. And I've seen a lot of renovations that people have done, and it looks so much better. There is a roller shade that comes with the rig. We don't know what we're going to do with these quite yet. But right now, the first step is just this area. We're going to take off these valances. So we'll show you what is behind them, and then we'll figure out how to hang a real curtain on them. All right, hold on, Steve. Show the screw real quick. So there's two of these screws that were in the valance right there. Okay, and then they just have something. I'll take that screw from you. Something on top there. Ah, there's like a bracket back there.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, that opens it up. All right, so the valances are out. It doesn't really look much different, actually. Steve took them out. It was really easy. So we still have this shade here. And what I'm noticing a lot about the shade is it's kind of got stuff on it. So I think what we're going to end up doing is maybe taking these down and putting just some curtains, but we haven't quite made that decision yet. So valances, taking them out, pretty easy. It took Steve 10 minutes.
Yep.
And those are gone. All right, so the next step is the TV. So let's head on over right there to the TV. All right, so the TV we talked about, there you go. The TV that we talked about on our tour, our RV tour, it's just in the way. All right, so we don't have a ton of counter space. I mean, we live in an RV, right? But this TV gets in the, like, we can't put the Berkey here. We can't put our Keurig. Can't really put anything there because it's in the way of the TV. So what we're going to do is take out the TV,
be able to utilize that wall decoratively and functionally. And then what we're probably going to end up doing is putting a TV in the kids' room and then in our room, so we can do our room for movie night, and then some supervised TV for the kids. This is the last part of our demo, is taking out the TV.
All right, this is what the TV arm looks like, and you'll see there's a kind of a wood panel with an outlet right there. I also see some of the dust from Moab that's been there for months. So Steve's going to get started taking that out. All right, so Steve, you took down the TV, easy peasy?
Yep. 4 screws.
Okay, so that's what's behind it. We have to figure out what to do with these cords in case we want to have a TV back at some point. But that's what we're left with. And look at all that counter space. So we can put our Berkey over there. Maybe get an extender for the arm. Mm-hmm. This is exciting. So the TV, and so we just found out, let me take you over here, that we can fit this giant TV in the kids' room. So we are going to install it right now. They've had this, we never thought.
So I measured it like a couple months ago and decided it wouldn't work. But for some reason it works now. I don't know what happened.
It's not user error, it's not.
I don't know. I guess it got, the space got bigger.
It got bigger while we were sitting here stationary. So yeah, we're gonna put this in right there so we can repurpose this TV. Never thought we'd get a TV for the kids' room, but this is going to be, I think, best for our family. All right, let's do it. All right, so we got the TV in here. We still have to use some superhuman strength to get it all the way in, but we just replaced this TV from the living dining area into the kids' room. So maybe then they won't put so much stuff here. So we used to have toy baskets in this spot, but I think the kids won't want them anymore because they need to see the TV. So we're excited. One project done, the next is in there. So we don't know kind of what we're doing there yet. More to come. Like Steve said at the beginning of the video, Ikea was a total bust. But there were some great options there. But now that we've got the open space, I think we can start looking. Hold on, babe. Start looking for tables. So stay tuned on what we're going to do, but first part complete.